Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BeanTube. Today, we have something a little bit different for you. We're at the Guelph Food Bank today with Carolyn to discuss some of the impact that the Guelph Food Bank has on our community, as well as the partnership between the dry bean breeding and computational biology program and the Guelph Food Bank. So I'll let Carolyn introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Carolyn McLeod-McCarthy. I'm the Director of Marketing, Fundraising, and Community Impact. And so creating relationships with people such as yourselves and other communities that can help us do what we do is what I do.
And do you want to tell us a little bit more about the Guelph Food Bank, what you do, and more importantly, the people that you support?
Yeah, so what we do here at Guelph Food Bank with over 120 volunteers weekly, we partner with grocery stores, groups like yourselves, just the community. And the people that we help here are those who might need one-time help, or they're consistently here getting help because of disability, a loss of job. But there are other people here who just need one or two times just because they had a bill come up, an unexpected bill. But we're also here to help those people as well.
That's awesome. And so is that a free service, or they charge a little bit? How exactly does that work?
It is free.
That is awesome.
This support system here is to help people be able to support themselves. And so the more we can do that, the happier we are.
That's awesome. Have you noticed any significant changes in the need for food assistance and for the lack of food security in the last 5 to 10 years?
Yes, we have. And COVID has taught us a lot of things about that. So since COVID, we have more than doubled for the amount of people coming through. And that cost of living is going up, but everything else is not keeping up with that. So in the amount of income people are able to get, that has not kept up with the rate of inflation. And also our social programs. So people who are on ODSP, so our disability, unemployment, those kinds of programs have not kept up. So they do not have enough to live on. So that's where we come in and where we can help.
And why are nutritious staples like dry beans such an important contribution to the Guelph Food Bank? Are certain foods more valuable than other foods that people might donate?
Yes, right now we are looking for higher grade proteins. The nice thing about dry beans is they're also a plant-based protein. So that means it can reach more people through diet,
Right.
And diet choices. Also the high level of protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals. Also the satiety, it keeps you full longer. So the high value, it's just a high value grade bean. And what we love about your donation here is that it's also grown locally.
And I'll talk a little bit now about our donation. So how our program works is we're based off of selections. We're selecting for specific genetic traits in our beans. And so every year there are hundreds of beans, hundreds of plots worth of beans that aren't selected to move forward into next year's trials. But these beans are still perfectly edible. So instead of just throwing them out, we're able to donate them. And last year, I believe we donated a little bit over 5,000 pounds worth of beans. And I think that equated to about 55,000 individual portions, which is awesome. And I'm so happy that our program is able to do that.
Yeah, we were extremely happy to get this donation. And the fact that we called it the gift that kept on giving, it lasted 8.5 months here, which is incredible to be able to provide that quality of protein for that length of time.
Are you able to walk us through what it looks like when you receive a bean donation? How exactly is that processed? And are there any issues with distribution?
So we rented a truck. We came to pick it up. They're quite heavy, 50, over 5,000 pounds of beans. And they came in 3 large bags. And then, so what we did on our end is once we got them here, we binned them all. So exposed them all. We shifted the dirt out, then we cleaned them, then we bagged them, then we tagged them, then we stored them, and then they went out for distribution. So that process took about 3 weeks with dozens of volunteers. And it's a fantastic way to get groups. Also, we also have groups come in from different areas and different businesses. So they helped us with that as well. And the fact that we can let them know that we're providing such a great high grade protein as well as for as long as it lasted is a great way to bring people back to do that again. So there's a pretty big process. Now for distribution, sometimes like canned beans, well, they're quick and easy. So this takes a little bit more time, but we provide them the method sheets that tells you what the method is, how to prepare them, and some recipes on how to use them.
And that's incredible. And we are so grateful that you spend all the time necessary to get these beans ready for actual human consumption. Are you able to talk a little bit about the impact that partnerships between community outreach programs and agricultural research programs have on the community?
Yeah, so we work really hard on food procurement. So we rely very heavily on our partnerships and of course our incredibly generous population here in Guelph and beyond. So we work direct with farmers as well. So this program, it was the first time that this donation had come through, and it became an incredible part of what we do here and what we're able to provide. So we go outside of the city when it's donated here. We'll take anything as long as it's good food, good nutritious food, and we have the people to be able to go through it all. Make sure it's great for human consumption. And for those that aren't, we have a farmer program as well. So it goes back to farmers.
Oh, that's awesome. I was not aware of that part. For you, what is the most rewarding thing about working at the Guelph Food Bank?
Being able to help others. So I have some lived experience where I was in need of a food bank way back in the day, but I didn't know anything about food banks. And I didn't know they existed. So now that I am able to give back to the community, I can share my lived experience and also make sure everybody who needs it knows about it. So we're looking at all sorts of different ways that we can share that information to make sure people know they have access.
Thank you for that. And that's a really incredible story. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. What is one thing that you wish people knew more about food insecurity?
That people need it, not for the obvious reasons that people think, where they're homeless or they don't have a job and they could just get a job. We hear that quite a bit, but there are people who need a food bank that they have come across some pretty hefty bills, maybe a car accident put them back, maybe they lost their job and they're still looking for another job, but in the meantime, they need to be able to put food on the table, so we can help with that. And you might only be a paycheck away from needing to use our services, and we're here to help anybody and everybody who needs that, even if it's a one-time ask.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. And just for our last question here, if someone was looking to make a donation to the Guelph Food Bank, how would they go about doing so?
So we have several ways you can do that. And our best way is by going to GuelphFoodBank.ca and clicking on our donate button and making a donation online. Monthly donations are great because you can set it and forget it. So if you have a smaller budget, but you can manage that month to month, we're happy to see those as well, because that's a more sustainable donation.
Absolutely.
But one-time donations are great. You can also come in to the Guelph Food Bank with cash or check. You can run a food drive. There are so many ways that you can do that as well. We have a student program that we work with, so you can get your volunteer hours as well. So there's so many ways that you can donate, and your time is valuable as well. So we ask people to volunteer their time if they can. So GuelphFoodBank.ca, click on our donate button. Any dollar amount is great.
And the link for that will be in the description below. So I just wanted to thank you again, Carolyn, for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for the tour as well. We were able to bring a small donation to the Guelph Food Bank today, just about 65 pounds worth of beans, and you'll get a much more significant donation later on in the season when we're finished with harvest, so you can look forward to that. Thank you again for everything, and thank you to everyone who works at the Guelph Food Bank for this opportunity and for this partnership. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.